Hello everybody, I'm Jackie K. Cooper and this is my entertainment rundown today with a review of 21 Bridges. And 21 Bridges is just a cop movie. It's like anything that you could see on television, except it has Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, as its leading man. And he plays a police officer who comes from a family of police officers. His father was killed who was a cop also was killed when Chadwick Boseman's character was a little boy. But he always knew that he was going to follow in his father's footsteps, and he is hard on law and order. He has a number of kills in his record where he killed perpetrators, but he said, I always did it when there was no other choice, and he was cleared of all those. But he's got that reputation in this movie of really being a hard and fast advocate of by the book, etc. And he draws an assignment one night on a case where two guys have broken into a place and stolen some drugs, huge amount of drugs and huge amount left behind. And the police came by and there was a shootout and several police were killed. And so Chadwick Boseman's boss, played by J.K. Simmons, assigns a narcotics officer, played by Sienna Miller, to work with him. And he gives Chadwick Boseman this speech about, these cops, they gave their lives for this city. I don't want them to have to go through protracted trials and have the officers' accusations made about them. I'm depending on you to not make them have to go through that. Which, in other words, he's given the message: you find these kids, these guys, not kids, but you find these guys and you execute them, because they have done a horrendous thing, and I'll back you up, but we need to get rid of scum like this. And the two guys who did the robbery are played by Stephen James and Taylor Kitsch. And so they know that they're somewhere in the city, and they shut the city down. That's been in the trailers that you've seen. There are 21 bridges, there are blah, blah, so many ports, there, this, that, and the other. Shut them all down, and then flood the island of Manhattan with blue, meaning cops. But Chadwick Boseman is the one who's the tip of the spear, heading out, trying to track them down, and that is the whole movie of what's the real story behind the robbery, what happens to these two guys, what happens to Boseman and his partner as they investigate the whole thing. And it's one of those movies that is good for the acting, but it's not something unique that you couldn't see anywhere, couldn't see on television 7 nights a week almost. You can just get any crime procedural and there it is. But the acting is good. Again, Chadwick Boseman, Sienna Miller, J.K. Simmons, Stephen James, Taylor Kitsch, and Keith David is another police officer. So it's rated R because there is profanity and there is violence in this film. But I scored it 6 out of 10. And, it was just routine, except it had Chadwick Boseman, and he's Chadwick Boseman, and he elevates every role that he is in. So 6 out of 10 for 21 Bridges. Reach down there, hit that subscriber button. Subscribe, because we've got a lot of movies to review, especially between now and the end of the year. We're going to have more that I can watch. But for today, this has been Jackie K. Cooper's Entertainment Rundown with a review of 21 Bridges.